to Ms. Brown from Ohio.
Mr. Regan, I would like to yield to you as much time as you would like to consume to respond to the allegations that were hurled upon you.
Well, I appreciate that because I think it's a gotcha game to put posters and statements that many of us may not agree with, see for the first time, and then accuse the agency of supporting something that is not true. None of the groups that were presented there have received one dime from EPA. People have applied for resources. We're going through a very thorough evaluation, and we have a process to determine who should and should not receive federal funding. Those are the facts.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Oversight. And it's great to see you again.
Good to see you too.
I want to begin by thanking you for the Environmental Protection Agency diligent work in my district, Northeast Ohio, where, as Ranking Member pointed out, is just one example of how the Cuyahoga River was historically polluted, one of the most polluted bodies of water due to the amount of industrial waste dumped into it. As you know, Cuyahoga could not sustain any life at one point, caught fire more than a dozen times, but thanks to the hard work of the EPA and the Cleveland community, this is no longer reality. I am proud to have cast one of my very first votes in Congress in support of President Biden's and Vice President Harris's and Democrats-led bipartisan infrastructure law to continue to clean up our precious water resources, which are critical to Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and the country. EPA's commitment to restoring the Cuyahoga River area economically and environmentally shows how this administration is prioritizing environmental justice. So, Administrator Regan, can you explain what more needs to be done to clean up and support the Cuyahoga River and surrounding areas, both environmentally and for the people who live there?
Well, thank you for the question, and also thank you for hosting me and Secretary Fudge in Cleveland a while back. Listen, I think since the Great Lakes Initiative started in 2010, significant progress has been made. But under your leadership and the leadership of your colleagues partnering with President Biden, we anticipate investing approximately $100 million of EPA bill funds to support and continue the great work that you all are leading. Construction resulting from this funding will start at the end of this year, and it will remove the largest impediment to water quality remaining in the Cuyahoga River. So that'll drive regional economic development, it'll restore important ecosystems, and it will turn this precious body of water back to the natural state that it should be. So thank you for your advocacy there.
Thank you so much. On a related point, my district has long faced challenges in accessing healthy and safe drinking water. According to Cleveland Clinic, lead poisoning rates in the city of Cleveland are four times the national average. This is preventable, and we must overcome such a significant disparity. That is why the infrastructure law's investments have been critical in addressing this public health emergency. These funds are used to remove lead pipes leading to our homes, and improve the access to safe drinking water. This May, the Biden-Harris administration announced an additional $184 million in bipartisan infrastructure law funds to support safe drinking water and replace existing lead service lines in Ohio. So, Administrator Regan, can you share the impact of these investments in improving access to clean drinking water, in particular for low-income families and in the Black community?
You know, these investments are transformational and life-changing. We've met with mothers whose children are lead poisoned, whose families have been poisoned by lead or haven't had a lack of access to clean drinking water. These investments will, number one, create jobs for those who are pulling these lead pipes out. Number two, drinking fresh, clean water for these children that isn't lead poisoned will give them a competitive edge as they pursue their education. And number three, the economic vitality and opportunities for these communities that are now lead-free are endless. Black and brown communities are disproportionately impacted by these pollutants, have a lack of economic investment. So we're doing, this is a win-win. We're infusing capital, we're creating jobs, we're creating economic opportunities, and most importantly, our children and our families and our grandparents will be drinking clean, affordable, safe drinking water.
Thank you. Under the Biden-Harris administration, the restored EPA is
Time
working,
is up. 5 minutes is up. I
requesting
apologize.
equal time. You went over your time, Madam Chair, just requesting equal time, please, and thank you.
We're at 20 seconds over. I did not
The
go
attempts
that
on
far
the other
over.
side of
You
the
have 10
aisle to
seconds.
undercut, defund, and dismantle the EPA are deeply dangerous. Our environment and our health depend
Order.
on a
I'm going
fully
to call on the
funded,
next
functional,
member.
and firm
I would like
EPA.
to call on Mr.
Thank you,
Perry
Madam
from
Chair.
Pennsylvania.